It's time for Let's Make a Deal, starring TV's big dealer, Monty Hall.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, and welcome to Let's Make a Deal. We have available in cash and merchandise this evening to you traders over $49,000. Now, dear friends, we call that big business. And when you have a big business, then you try and form a little syndicate deal here, and I think I'm going to form a syndicate between, well, you're all dressed in uniform, one kind or another. You three stand up. You three ball players. This is Carol Kohler. Right, and do you play, what position do you play on this team?
Oh, I play first base.
All right. Frank Spear, you don't have a bat in your hand, but you do have a glove, so I imagine you're on the same baseball team. Susan O'Ryan, right?
Right.
All right. Now, you three people should make a good partnership because I see that you're all dressed similarly. Although, do you know each other?
No. Not at all.
Oh,
just tonight.
they're just by accident. All right, well, this making a difference. It has nothing to do with baseball whatsoever. The team that I'm going to form right now, I'm going to form a team between the three of you, and every time you make a decision, it's majority decision, okay? Now, for example, as Jay comes down the aisle with something on his tray right now, I see a box, and I see some candy over here, which you can't see yet, but you will in just a moment. And first of all, I'm going to have Jay describe the candy to all of us.
Here's a carton of Chuckles, a colorful candy Evel Knievel goes for. Enjoy fruit-flavored Chuckles from Nabisco in familiar bars or family pack. And this box of 24 sells for $3.60.
All right, now what you have to decide by getting together and a majority vote to decide whether you should each have the contents of the box, we'll duplicate it, or each have the contents of the candy, and we'll duplicate it. Talk it over. Frank, Susan, Carol, go ahead, get together.
Candy.
A lot of fun in that dugout.
Okay.
Candy.
They have decided on the candy. They give up the box, and we'll see what they gave up. Each and every one of them had this. Each and every one of them had gold and diamond watches and some jewelry as well.
Elgin watches for him and for her. Push a button on his Elgin's Quartz Digital. The time and the date light up like magic. And for her, the 1-carat 30 diamond Elgin watch. And this pair of watches sells for a total of $1,550. And then just for her, from Kremens, makers of fine jewelry since 1866, we had this beautifully designed 18-karat gold and diamond brooch and earring set. Jewelry to wear with pride from Kremens. This jewel set is valued at $800. The total value was $2,350.
All right. Now, that's what you gave up, but you still have the candy, right? Now get together in a huddle and decide whether you want to keep the candy or go for the curtain that Barbara's now showing us. Barbara's here. Carol's on a little vacation. Susan didn't want to go for the curtain. Susan wanted to keep the candy, but Carol and Frank outvoted her, right? So I'm going to show you what you could have had you stayed with the candy. Each and every one of you had a little surprise in here to the amount of and extent of $2,000. $2,000 is what we had for each and every one of you. But you turned that down to, how do you feel so far? Not too good. It looks like this team is striking out a lot, right? All right, now, you're in business for yourself because each of you now own what's behind curtain number 2, right?
Okay.
If any one of you wants to go for curtain number 1, now is the time to tell me.
No.
No, says Frank.
No.
No, says Susan.
No.
No, says Carol. If you'd have gone for curtain number 1, each and every one of you could have had this. Take a look at what we had back there. We had a flock of hula hoops. And we got a hula hoop gal. Take a look at this. That's right, this pretty young lady is Deanne DeLuna, the 1974 hula hoop national champion. Just 15 years old, Deanne lives in Westchester, California, is a sophomore at St. Bernard High School in Playa del Rey, California. Shoop Shoop Hula Hoop with the sound inside, one of the best-known toys in the USA. Shoop Shoop Hula Hoop with red, white, and blue stripes from Whammo. And there's a cute little gal with the cute little tricks. Thank you very much. Thank you, my dear. Well, I don't know whether you could do that as well as she did. So maybe it's a good thing you didn't go for all those hula hoops. But you all did go for what's behind curtain number 2. So let's take a look and see what each of you receive. Each of you get modern kitchen appliances.
Yes, a complete line of kitchen appliances from Frigidaire, Home Environment Division of General Motors. First, a Ceramotop range with a self-cleaning oven. And then for fast cooking, a fully automatic microwave oven. And a refrigerator that features an AM/FM radio and tape player recorder to take your messages. And finally, Frigidaire's jet action washer and flowing heat dryer with dial control for any fabric handles one piece to full load equally. And to help you with your first laundry day, $25 with a Boratine Plus, the weak substitute, strong enough to whiten whites, but not too strong for colors. Put this kitchen deal all together, and it's worth $2,274.
And we have the same for Susan, the same for Frank, and the same for Carol. Thank you, all three. Thank you very much for this. Thank you. And Frank, you just shake hands, right? All right, now, my next deal is worth almost $9,000, and it comes up right after this. Now, listen, in this next deal coming up, I got a deal for, what is your name, sir? What is it?
Ferrelli.
Ferrelli? But it's spelled Ferrarelli.
Ferrelli.
How do you pronounce it?
Ferrelli.
You left out an R.
Yes, I did.
Right, and this girl beside you's got the same second name. How do you pronounce it?
Ferrarelli.
That a girl. All right, now, this is your wife. Why don't you stand up, and the two of you, what does it say? It says, danced all the way from Detroit to see what you could do. All right, for you folks from Detroit, I've got a great deal for you. It's a chance to earn something behind the curtain, and as we open up the curtain, you take a look at it. It's something that comes from Detroit.
Indeed it does, and that's Buick's personal luxury car, the Riviera. Epitomizes the ultimate in refinement and appearance. Style for those who think young. The Riviera by Buick brings excitement wherever it goes. It sells for $6,433, but we're adding air conditioning, tax, license, and loads of other extras to make it worth $8,910.
That'd be a way to go back to Detroit in style, right? All right, now here's the way you earn it. You see the 5 items on the table where Barbara is standing right now? Well, you have to put those items in order from the least expensive up to the most expensive in the correct order. Least, then next, all up to the most expensive. And if you can do it correctly, then that car will be yours. So you study the items carefully, listen to them, and listen to Jay as he describes each one.
Here we go. First of all, there's a gallon of new Olympic overcoat, the first exterior acrylic latex made specifically for redo over old paint. Don't repaint, put on the overcoat. And next, lava light, the light of a million moving shapes. Lava light, the exotic decorator light with a soothing glow that intrigues and entertains. And then a fine Singer carpet vacuum cleaner, the upright Power Master for long, dependable service with 3-position handle, plus adjustable cleaning positions. And from Procter Silex, new Coffee Magic, the automatic electric drip coffee maker, makes 10 cups in just 8 minutes. Great coffee every time. Coffee Magic by Procter Silex. And finally, Presto's new submersible vertical broiler broils both sides at once. Adjustable rack holds everything from thin bacon to thick steaks from Presto.
Now you've heard the description of those 5 items. I want silence in the studio right now, because what we want these two to do is play this game by themselves without any help from anybody in the audience. You think of the manufacturer's suggested retail selling price on the West Coast when you name the price of the items, or which item you think is the least, and so on. And to help you, we'll go over them one more time. The folks at home like to play this game, so here they are. There's the paint, and the lava light, and the vacuum, the coffee maker, and the broiler. Now, your job, and who's going to do the speaking over here? Joe? No, she's pointing at you, Dom.
Okay.
Dom.
What kind of vacuum cleaner?
What kind of vacuum cleaner? We just described it, right?
No,
Singer vacuum cleaner. And you have to give me the least to most expensive. And if you do it right, that $9,000 car is yours. And Dom, since you're going to start, give me the item that you think is the least expensive of all of them.
Paint.
He says the paint. We turn over a price on the paint, Barbara, please. And we see the paint sells for $9.95. Okay so far? All right. Listen, if you don't like this deal and you don't think you're going to go very far, then I would offer you like $300-400 to call off the deal, and $400, huh? No, you don't. No, he says we're going to go on. What is the next to that? More than $9.95, but still less than all the rest of them. Dom is talking over with Joe.
The grill on that end.
You think it's the broiler on that end. We turn over the price of that broiler, and it was $33.95. Now that's more than $9.95. Is it less than all the others. I'll tell you what I'll do right now. I'll jump my offer to $800 to call off this deal. No, says Dom. All right, what's more than $33.95, Dom?
Coffee maker.
The coffee maker. Turn over the price of the coffee maker and see that it sells for $39.95. And he's shooting right along right now. I'll offer you $1,000 to call off this deal, Dom. $1,000 to call off this deal. What do you say?
No.
No, he says. All right, what's more than $39.95?
The lamp.
She says that's the lamp. We turn over the price of the lamp, and that was not higher. No, that, as a matter of fact, was right next to the bottom. The vacuum cleaner right over there at $49.95 was the most. And Joe told you, Dom. I heard her, and the whole world heard you. How long have you been married?
9 years, 8 years.
8 years and 9 years. You see, that's the difference. She's been married 8 years, he's been married 9 years. And what happens in a case like this is you must always listen to your wife, because you're going to be married to her for 50 years, and she's going to let you know for the next 41 years how she said the lamp is after the paint. And, of course, you don't get the car and you don't get the $1,000, but on that table, there are items that total $120, $150, $160 worth right over there. And in addition to that, go out and have dinner on me with this $50 bill, will you? Thank you very much, Dom and Joel Farragut. Thank you, my dear. I know I got a 50-something. In the meantime, while I'm looking for that money, I'm coming back with a load of bills. We'll find out what kind of a load in just a minute. Before I trade away this handsome purse, I'm going to ask our friend Jay to say a few words about it, please.
This French clutch purse is from Amity's new bandana pattern, finished in aniline forensic cowhide with a delicately cut border from Amity. This French clutch purse sells for $9.50.
$9.50, which I shall make available to Rose. Rose Lafata. Rose, right. Now, Rose, I want to tell you something about this purse. It's loaded, like I said. I was going to come back with something that was loaded. Well, this is loaded with money. Now, to some people, loaded may mean what? $50?
Not for me.
Well, how much would loaded mean to you?
1,000?
Really? To some people, it might be 5,000. And I'm going to tell you right now that it's loaded with an amount between 50 and 5,000.
Oh!
That could be 51.
Oh, yes.
Yes. All right, but you know it's somewhere between that, right? Yes. Now, that's all I'm going to tell you. I'm just playing little games with you right now, but what I want you to know is it's not less than 50, and it's not more than 5,000. But you can keep it or you can trade it away, and in its place, we'll let you have what's behind the curtains that Barbara's showing us, and I'll even show you a little part of what's back there. Take a look and see what we have. We have things that you would need for your car, tires and car wax.
5 dual steel radial tires made only by the General Tire Company. General Tire, the one-stop car care headquarters for thousands of trouble-free miles. The 5 tires sell for $450. And to put a shine on your car, from DuPont, new Rain Dance car wax. Tests prove it keeps on beating water, shining longer than any leading wax. So far, the deal is worth $475.
So far, he said, because there's something behind those automobile accessories that you can have in exchange for this purse if you want to trade it away. Now, what would you like to do, Rose?
I'll keep the purse.
You're going to keep the purse, then I'm going to give all that stuff to you, sir. Stand right up. And we are going to give all... Gary Jansen, stand up, Sheriff, because I'm going to give you those tires and the car wax, and by golly, anything else you want. Do you want that, Sheriff?
Take it all.
Well, wait a minute. There's something. There's the tires and the car wax, and there's something behind there. But if you don't want all that, I'll give you $500 in cash.
Give me $500 in cash.
Did you see how fast he took that 500? There you have 500, Gary. Let's take a look and see what you turned down. You had the tires, you had the wax, and you could have also had this beautiful color television set.
That's Admiral's 25-inch color TV with color master control for one-touch perfection and featuring super solar color black matrix tube for brightest color in Admiral's history. This set sells for $569.95. This entire deal was worth $1,044.95.
Well, never miss. The sheriff has got himself $500 and he doesn't really care. Now, you can be seated now, Sheriff, or sit down, Sheriff. This is my show and this is my territory. I'm the marshal around here. Now, Rose Lafata, you are hanging on to the French purse, and you may keep that purse with the money inside, or you may trade away this time for the box on the display floor. Whatever you turn down, I'll give to this lady right over here.
I'll keep the purse. purse.
She keeps the purse, and before I show you what's in the box, this is Ethel Crawford. Ethel, I will give you $500 not to take that box. Wants the box, gets the box. What do we have for Ethel Crawford back in the box? And we have golf clubs and camera equipment for his and her.
Ram golf equipment for him, an 18-piece fastback set for her, a 15-piece Milady set, both with bag and head covers, plus 12 Ram 3D golf balls. Quality golf equipment from Ram. The golf sets sell for $638. Then, so you can make a permanent record of those long drives, a Minolta single-lens reflex camera with accessories, selected from the famous Spiegel catalog company. Over 50,000 quality items, providing value, selection, and savings. Spiegel, Chicago, 60609. The camera outfit sells for $514.76. The retail value of the deal is $1,152.76.
That's a dollar deal for you, Ethel. Thank you very much, my dear. All right, Ethel. Anytime, Ethel. All right, now, Rose, you still... Huh?
I'm getting nervous.
Well, you don't have to be nervous. You can hang on to it one more time or go for the curtain that's now being shown to you by Barb.
No, I think I'll keep it.
You're going to keep the purse. What was behind the curtain this time that you could have had? We have a new station wagon, and there she goes.
Yes, that's the Opel 1900 station wagon. Germany's economical four-cylinder engine and excellent craftsmanship make Opel right for America now. It sells for $3,441, but we would have added air conditioning and lots of extras, including tax and license, to make it worth $4,542.
Rose LaFatta just said her husband's going to kill her, but I really don't think he will. Now, Rose, I'll tell you what's going to happen to you right now. I'm not going to tell you how much money you have inside here, but I'll make you a wonderful offer. You see, we're going into our big deal right now. And the big deal is worth $12,589. And if you want one of those 3 doors for the money in here, I'll let you have one of the doors.
Yes, Monty, yes.
She's going to do that, so I will open up and show you that inside here we had $1,600 altogether in cash. Which wasn't bad, but you now have a door, and I'll find out about that door in just a moment. In the meantime, Carol Kohler has a kitchen worth $2,274. What's Carol going to do? She's going to take a door, and those are the 2 gals going for the big deal, Carol Kohler and Rose LaFatta, in just 1 minute from now. All right, now, the big deal is worth $12,589 in cash or merchandise, and it could be behind door number 1, 2, or 3. And Rose, who traded away $1,600, you have first choice.
I want 3.
You've got 3. And Carol, what door do you want?
I'm going to take number 2.
You trade away $2,200 for door number 2. You took 3, and you took 2.
Take 3 though, because she was 6 years old. 3 and 3 is 6. So that.
Oh, I don't follow the logic too well. But you ended up taking what?
Number 2.
Thank you. 3 and 6 and 4 makes 7, and carry the and pi r squared. Rose LaFatta took door number 3. Take a look at it. Door number 3 for you, Rose, and you get gifts for the home.
First of all, Hamilton Beach's versatile homemaker collection. Fantastic broiler skillet, baconer, toaster, coffee maker, no scorch iron, blender, and featuring the crock watcher with carefree automatic high-low heat shift. All from Hamilton Beach, Scoville. Together, they're all worth $232.76. And here's a fresh idea. Schick's Fresh Air Machine freshens any room in the house automatically, sprays every 15 minutes. A fresh gift idea for yourself or a friend. And that retails for $19.95. Then for music how and when you want it, from Radio Shack, outstanding sound on FM, records, and cassette tapes with this complete realistic wireless remote control music system from Radio Shack, a Tandy Corporation company. And this setup is worth $1,085.68. Now that stereo is designed to fit any decor, so how about adding it to this? Decorative accent pieces for your home. From Athens Home Decor of Athens, Tennessee, the accessory boutique collection of colonial accent pieces includes the chest, the roll-top desk, the cobbler's bench, the tea cart, the clock curio, and the bunching bookcase. This collection sells for $1,408.60, so the total value of your deal is $2,746.99.
So it turned out to be a good deal for you after all. Rose, thank you very much, my dear. And Carol, you took door number?
Number 2.
Good. We'll take a look at that after door number 1. And we'll see door number 1 first of all, okay?
You bet. Here's new Starflight soft side luggage by Roper, a 4-piece woman's ensemble, including convertible tote And the 30-inch Super Vacationer, all in textured vinyl with dial locks. The set retails for $163. And then, for personal care from Sunbeam, there was the Mystic Curler Styler, the Professionaire Blower Styler, and the Floating Free Hair Dryer that gives you fast professional type drying. And the Light Bonnet offers you more mobility. They retail for $75.40. And you could have packed up all your cares and woes because away you would have gone on a jet vacation. UTA French Airlines, one of Europe's largest airlines, would have whisked you away on a vacation sensation for two to exotic Tahiti. You would have enjoyed UTA's first-class DC 1030 service from Los Angeles, and in Tahiti, you would have spent 7 days and 6 nights at the world-famous Maeva Beach Hotel. You had a beach view room and 3 meals a day. UTA, the vacation sensation specialist to Tahiti, the South Pacific, and Africa. The luggage, the appliances, the vacation were worth $3,576.40.
And $1,000 to buy yourself some French wine in Tahiti, making the total value $4,576. But nobody took that. But Carol, you did take door number 2. And your daughter told you 3. You see, and if you'd have taken 3, you wouldn't have got the big deal. So don't listen to her anymore.
I'm not going to listen to her anymore.
All right.
Ever, ever.
Let's take a look at door number 2 and see what we've got for you, Carol Kohler. Well, first of all, we're going to give you some cheese.
Yes, $50 of the natural cheese from Dorman's. Dorman's Swiss, Munster, Edam, and more. Dorman's, the cheese with the paper between the slices. And when you want to serve cheese at home, and when you're traveling both at the same time, you can do it in your big motor home. Oh, you really go places in this beautiful new Coachman 20-foot mini motorhome. It sleeps 6 and it comes equipped with every convenience to make your vacations unforgettable. It's all yours from one of the world's largest makers of RVs, Coachman. This motorhome, including tax and license, sells for $11,039.
Well, that's very beautiful. And the first trip you take with your husband, I'd like to pay for. So here's some expense money for that first trip you take. It's $1,500 in cash, making your deal worth $12,589. Carol, you're quite welcome. Congratulations. Go down, take a look at your new motorhome. And that's the great big deal on Let's Make It. Carol doesn't know which way to go. That's the way. That's right. Now she's going in the right direction. And all I need right now is from Don is a $2 bill, and I give him $200 for it. You don't. You have a lot of egg crates on your head, right, Don? King of the eggs, right? What's the matter, Joe Anita? You didn't have a $2 bill either? Oh, that's too bad. Well, maybe you've got a calendar that you can give me for $100. Do you have a calendar of any kind? Joe Anita says, no, she doesn't have a calendar. Do you have a toothpick that you can give me for $100? No, he doesn't have a toothpick. Give me $100. I'll tell you what. Do you have a cookie cutter for me? Or can't you hear this show on that set that you're listening on right now? I want a cookie cutter. I don't have a cookie cutter. All right, I'll tell you. Give me a cookie for $100. You don't have a cookie for $100. If you got a spoon for $100, Andrea, you show me a key ring. She's got a key ring. $50 for a key ring, and then I'll ask you a very interesting question. Meantime, he's looking. All right, how many keys on this ring for a $200 bonus? How many keys on that ring for $200? 7, she says. We count the keys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I'll tell you what, I'll still give you $100. You get $100 for having the spoon.
Let's make a deal. This is Stephen Hayes, Monty Hall production.
Another key. He's got it. He's got it.
Jay Stewart speaking.